Good evening everyone and welcome to this, the TTFL Racing League itself. I am your host with the most, Malk. Tonight we're at the glorious race of the Japanese Grand Prix, the Suzuka that Veruca. If you know what that is, you'd be that Barocca stuff around here, but that is absolutely brilliant stuff. And I don't know why I said that, because I never tried it before. Madness stuff. Good evening to everyone that's joined the session. I'm trying to load up the live stream, sorry, so bear with me a sec, guys. Normally I'll get this prepped up and ready to go, which I should have been done at the start, but repeating myself. Good evening to Maze. It's going to be a dry race. Brilliant stuff. This is going to be absolutely epic. The Japanese Grand Prix is one of those iconic tracks that you can never ever forget as well. You got like the famous like Ayrton Senna, who, you know, when he won all those the races, I always remember the first corner. He stood between Senna and Prost all those years ago when them two were having a ding-dong bow, and then bang, not the silly bang moment here, but I'm just going to see who is going to be joining. Sunny, that's what Maze has joined in the session. I'm just trying to see who's the first person out. I think that might be Bishi. Yes, it is going to be Bishi. So what I'm going to do is actual qualifying lap of how the Suzuka that Veruca is around this track, because I don't know why it is, but if you guys love this track, you need to I haven't been to the track personally, but I would love to go and see it just to see what would happen next. But with the Suzuka, before he starts his lap, it's called the Suzuka Circuit with a 3.608 miles with a 5.806 kilometres. We will be doing 27 laps, I believe, 27 laps of this famous track, which also includes the fairground at the side there. And we're going to do his actual qualifying lap right here, right now. Not doing the Fatboy Slim song at this moment, but we'll try and go through it. Coming up to the straight now, then we come to the first curve now of turn 1. Then coming up to turn 2 now. This is the part where it's the S's now. They're coming up to turn 3 now, then to turn 4, then to turn 5, then 6. Peng is going on the side there. Then coming up to turn 7, which is the Dunlop curve. And he's nearly avoided the grass there. But you need to get that momentum right. It comes to the end of the first sector now into the 32.3. 32.3. Then coming up to turn 8, 9. Then coming to underneath the bridge there. This is the part where it's the, like I said, turn 10. Then he has to brake hard here to the hairpin here of turn 11. Then coming to the long straight now. Then coming up to, which is the turn 12 track. And then on the shot, like the longest right-hander here. Coming up to the unlucky turn 13 here. Try and get that momentum right then. Then coming up to turn 14 now. Then it's the long straight here of the spoon curve. I think it's R31 or R41, I might be wrong. I think it's R31, I might be wrong, but past that there. Then coming up to, which is turn 16, 17, then 18 at the Casilla Triangle now, and that is what you get with the qualifying lap of a 128.2 from Bishi. Bishi, but not that fishy on that one. It won't be fishy on the qualifying stuff, but he's done it. He's, you know, swim his way back in, going to the top half, well, at least top of the qualifying itself. So what can Recon do? I will talk about the drivers' standings and the constructors. Oh, before I forget, I'd like to thank Andy for taking care of the commentary stuff for me last week. I do apologise for the guys. I will be there. Oh, Peng has retired from the session. So something must have happened in his qualifying lap. Recon stood at 29.2 on the medium tyre. That's a cracking tyre. Oh, brilliant! The Honey Badger is still at 27.4 on the Super Softs. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Uzi, he's on the 130.2. Maximus has done a 130.3 on the Softs. Same with Uzi as well. Charlie, we'll have to wait and see if you get the golden ticket to get into the top first place of the qualifying. He's going to try and do, I don't know whether he's doing another lap in here. We've got yellow flags there. So something between those two places there. Oh, one of the Saubers, I think that might be Sinclair. Or maybe Bishy. Sinclair or Bishy. It's gone a little bit wide. Alan Kay's done 32.1. So, you have to wait and see if Charlie can try and improve his time. The 130R. No, that's it, 130R. I said 31R. I knew it was 3s then. 130R. Then come up to the straight now for the DRS straight now, and he does a 29.4, and he moves up to 4th. That's a good time to be fair on the medium tyre. I think with the tyre wear situations here, I think Bishy needs to improve his time to match up to Honey Badger's time, because if the guys in the medium tyres can do 29s, I expect the soft guys to probably hit the 28s, and then the super softs to last the 27s. That's my guess. Benfica's done a 130.1. Maximus has done a 29.4. Alan Kay has improved his time from a 32 to a 1 minute 29 flat on the soft tyres. So that's a cracking time, to be fair. Sinclair's done a 29.9, but he's not happy with that time. Like I said, with the driver situations here, I will talk about no, crashing. Pang says no, I'm crashing at my favourite track. Okay, we'll see what happens there. But I'm trying to see if anyone's done improve their times here. But like I said, there's some cracking times around the Japanese Grand Prix. And like I said, when I'm looking at the driver standings as well, Siege and Sinclair. So Siege and Sinclair have both got exactly the same points of 118. Then Honey, I believe that's Honey Badger. No, sorry, that's normal Honey. The normal Honey is on 3rd with 86 points. Then you got Recon in 4th with 83 points. Maze is in 5th with 52 points. Funky, but not that funky. Yeah, he's got to be funky. He's in 6th with 34 points. Has anyone moved up a bit more? I don't know if anyone else has moved up. But like I said, Siege and Sinclair, they'll be the drivers to watch in tonight's race as well. So we have to wait and see what happens here, because I like to see every time when I've seen the races so far, it's always been Sinclair and Honey Badger for their dominance of like the top half, at least from what I've seen. I know Honey Badger, if I remember it right, a few races ago where he was like, he had that I think it was one of the incidents or something, or he didn't get into the top 3, or at least top 2 of what you're expecting from what I've seen anyway. But like I said, I know Siege can be at the top half, but with the charge that Sinclair has done, to be fair, this is going to be an interesting battle here, and I can't wait for it. I'm glad I joined at the right time for this one. Recon says my DRS is broken. My luck. Oh no, Uzi. Oh, but that Uzi is just retired on from the session here. He's done a 1 minute 30.2. Madness stuff, absolutely madness. But what can Siege do? Siege will try and improve his time. I think he'll probably have to do another lap in. Or maybe, a 29.2 on the medium time. So that's a cracking time from Siege. One of the joint Drivers' Championship leader at the moment here. Sinclair's in 9th at the minute. 7/10 slower than Siege. And so that will be interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what are your predictions, guys? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think between Siege and Sinclair, do you think Siege will improve his time? Do you think Sinclair will try and catch up and match the joint Drivers' Champion? Or do you think there'll be a shock along the way? With 8 minutes 35 left of the qualifying for the TTFL Racing League itself. At Season 4 Race 9, at the glorious race of Japanese Grand Prix. The Suzuka that Veruca. Like I said, can Honey Badger try and improve his time? Like I say, he's only 8/10 off the next person, which is Bishy in 2nd place. So 8/10, and he's still trying to improve his time. So I don't know what I don't know what to say, because Honey Badger will be trying to get into his charge here of the Drivers' Championship. I know he's far back in the point situation, but anything could happen. Anything could happen. Oh, it's gone! Oh, no, no, oh, no! No, no, no! He's lost it at turn 14, but just by the spoon curve. Absolutely rotten luck. Oh, no! I'm not blaming myself for the commentator's curse. Like I said, Honey Badger was doing ever so well in the drivers, so it'd be interesting to see what could happen around here. But what can the situations here? Oh man, Barry's going to do his lapping on the medium tyre now. So yellow flag set to 2. Yellow flag set to 2 now. Recon's lol. Yeah. Like I said, that spoon curve, he got caught on there, gone a little bit wide there. Honey Badger will be absolutely livid with that. But then again, can anyone match Honey Badger's time? Can anyone try and at least attempt to get closer to Honey Badger? I think the rate that it's going at the minute, I think if Honey Badger stays where it is, he could walk away on this. But Siege moves up to third with 28.6 on the medium tyre. Like I said, that is a cracking time, to be fair. A 28.6. 1.3 seconds off his other drivers' championship, joint championship leader of Sinclair. But, madness stuff. But I want to see what Old Man Baron can do. He's the only, like I said, himself, Maze, Plaster have not done their lap ins yet, but Maze is already out on the out lap. Plaster's still in the pits at the moment. Peng has still, well, he had a DNF. So Oman Barry will not be happy with that 1 minute 33, so he's going to try and do that again, which I don't blame him if he's going to try and do it. Bishy, what can he do? So a 28.2 on the super softs. Like I said, what would you have gone? Would you have gone for the medium tyre? Would you have gone for the super soft tyre? Or would you have gone for the soft tyre? If it was me in this situation, I would have gone for the medium tyre, because I know I won't be quick, but I want to try and get on to the quicker tyre at the end of the race. But it's just trying to get that absolute luck in the races as well, because sometimes you might get some luck, sometimes you don't. But anything could happen here. Absolutely anything could happen. Recon says super soft is 2-stop. Oh, definitely. For the drivers who are on the super softs, they will have to do a 2-stop easily. 27.7 from Bishy, so he's only 3/10 off Honey Badger's qualifying lap. We're under 5 minutes left of the qualifying, so like I said, Bishy, Badger, they're both on the super softs, so they would have to do a 2-stop unless they can manage the tyre wear. Good evening to Sega, says oops. So that, I believe, is Honey Badger. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tom. If not, I don't know if that might be Uzi or Peng. So I do apologise, guys, if I'm useless with the names. But like I said, I'm glad I'm back in the commentary box for this exciting racing of the TTFL Racing League for the Japanese Grand Prix. This is absolutely madness stuff. But what can Badger do? The normal Badger. He's done a 32.9 on the first sector now, so he's coming through underneath the bridge now. So in this part here, he needs to get absolutely spot on the hairpin here. Good evening to everyone that's joining the set. And invalidate that lap on T1 as well. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I understand. But like I said, it's going to be interesting stuff. But I'd like to hear the drivers' thoughts, what they think of the situation here. Do you think there'll be a shock in the top 3? Do you think there'll be more shocks? Do you think Plaster would get into the top 6? Or do you think Alman Barrow trying to improve his 1 minute 33? Anything could happen. Oh. One was just drove off the track just to avoid the on charge of Badger. He's done a 28.8 on the super softs. Compared to the other two drivers who are in the top two at the moment, 1.1 seconds off them, at least 1.1 seconds off them. He needs to improve quickly, Badger. Good time though, don't get me wrong, good time, but he will have to do a two-stop. Mays is going to do a two-stop as well, so he's done a 29.4 now. He's done a 29.4. Just, Lewis, good evening to Lewis, he says, can I get a point? Yeah. If I was the point maker, or point decider, there you go, I'll give you a point, mate. Tom says, can I get my wheel back? Oh, absolute legends these guys are, absolute legends. Just have to wait and see what happens in this situation with Mays now. He's going to try and do his lap in now. We're coming up to the 2-minute marker in a minute. Oh, he's teasing us, he's going back into the pits. He's teasing us, absolutely teasing us. Recon's going to be on the soft tyre at the moment. So if it was me, I would have gone for the medium or the soft tyre. I personally would not have gone for the super softs because I know the super softs don't last that long in this track, especially when it's like 27 laps. That's my personal opinion anyway, but anything could happen on this. Anything could happen. Starting from P15 will be difficult. Peng. It will be very difficult, but if you can get a good start and you never know what's going to happen in front of you as well. Anything could happen, mate. Anything could happen. Recon has moved up to second with a 27.5. That's a cracking time, to be fair, for Recon. Mays is retired. Mays is retired from the session now, so he's in seventh. Does not believe that he can improve his time anymore. But I will come up to Maximus is retired from the session as well. Just seeing what happens with Siege. Siege is going to do his lap in now. This is going to be absolutely insane stuff here. You know what's coming, guys. What I always do in my streams, it's always that tense moment when you got those few seconds left. But you know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. Here is the final countdown. Up. The time is up. It normally stops at the Crystal Maze when the fans have stopped, but now you will see that the qualifying is absolutely finished. Benfica finishes in 5th and he improves his time. That's a cracking time, to be fair. Like I said, I'm watching Siege now. Oh, Siege! He was on the... I don't know whether he would have improved his time, but he would have been good. Bishy's not going to improve. What can Alan Kay do? Alan Kay's the only one who's going to do his lapping now. Will he get into at least the top 4 of this qualifying? He needs to somehow get 4/10 quicker on the super soft tyre. So Bishy's retired from the session. I couldn't say it when burping. Pardon me. But like I say, you got Alan Kay trying to do his lapping now. He might get a 28. I don't know. That could be top 4. Yes, it is top 4. He's going to the top 4 of the qualifiers. So that's a cracking time from Alan Kay, and I believe that's his best ever qualifying from what I've seen, unless I'm mistaken. But that is his best qualifying from what I've saw from my time in the qualifying stuff as well. Here are your short qualifying for the Japanese Grand Prix for the TTFL Racing League. You got Honey Badger in 1st, Recon in 2nd, Bishy in 3rd, Alan Kay in 4th. With that special K in 4th, you got Siege in 5th, you got Benfica in 6th, the normal Badger in 7th, Mays, may the Force be with him in 8th place, or may the 8th be with him in there. But Maximus is in 9th. I can remember the last ones, but I will get through them as quickly as possible. Recon says no lost pole in last chicane. Oh, gutting, absolutely gutting. I think he would have got that, to be fair. He would have got that. As I said earlier from the weather crew, it's going to be a dry race. And sun is shining. There's a little bit of clouds there, as you can see, but there's definitely not going to be rain. That's what I was worried about with the Japanese Grand Prix, because you never know what's going to happen next. Charlie he's got his ticket ready to start it up and ready to go. He's the eager beaver of the session so far, so tries to do everything he can. But what a lap from Honey Badger. Extremely unlucky by Recon. That was a great attempt to get into like pole position by a tenth. He missed out by a tenth. I will finish off the rest of the standings because I missed out because it was just finished quickly. But like I said, Maximus finished in 9th, Charlie in 10th, Sinclair in 11th. That's the worst qualifying I've seen from Sinclair, from what I've been seeing from the commentary stuff. So I don't know if Sinclair's not enjoying this track at all, but he needs to try and get at least ahead of Siege if he wants to try and get ahead of him for the first time this season. I'm saying this for the first time this season. But like I said, I'm just wanting to see. So there's your predictions, guys. What do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to be in the top 3 tonight? Do you think Honey Badger will hold on to first, or do you think Recon will snick Honey Badger's position, or do you think there'll be a shock from the back end? Do you think Pang will go getting from 15th to 3rd or 2nd, maybe? Who knows? Some people have done that before. Some great drivers have done that before. So anything could happen tonight. Anything could happen. Just trying to see what happens here. But like I said, what I always do as well is looking at the bottom half of the grid to see what tyres they would have gone for if it, you know, see if they would have gone longer or they would have gone a shorter stint and try and get out quickly. And from what I'm looking at here, Sinclair and Old Man Barry are the only ones from the bottom half have gone for the medium tyre. The Uzi, Plaster and Peng have all gone for the soft tyre. So they're going to try and at least attempt to try and beat the medium drivers. But Siege might be the one to watch actually, Siege or Recon, because unless like I said, unless if Honey Badger gets a brilliant start and pulls away from Recon in the next few laps, we have to wait and see what happens here. But like I said, with Honey Badger, of all the times I've seen him, he's been immense stuff. But I think the way it's going at the minute, depending on how Charlie and Sinclair can do on the medium tyre, I think this could be between Siege, Recon or Honey Badger. But I'm a bit worried about the super soft drivers, to be fair, because the tyre wear is not that great around here. But it's definitely a two-stop for the super soft drivers. So, like I said, Honey Badger's quick, but it just depends if he can get quick enough on the two-stop instead of the one-stop for some of the drivers, which I believe Recon and Siege would do if there's no issues and no tissues on that one. So we're just going to wait for the drivers to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. You know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. We got 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we'll go. Oh, slow stop on the Ferrari. Oh no, slow stop on the Red Bull. No! Bishy! Oh my god, this is absolutely insane stuff here. Madness stuff on the back. Absolutely madness. Brilliant stuff. What a drive from Bishy from... I think that was from 3rd, I believe. Bishy. Oh, Honey Badger's going to the grass. He's lost momentum there. And now Recon's gone back into 2nd place. Bishy will now pull away. We've got yellow flag sectors 1 and 2, which I believe Charlie. Oh, Charlie will not. Like I said, I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, that could be a nice barrier between Benfica and Siege. Who would pull out here? Sinclair's dropped down to 12th. Well, he was dropped down to 13th now. So something must have happened at the back end of the grid there. But madness stuff here. Oh, Old Man Barry's dropped down. So something must have happened there again. But I'm still watching this battle here for Benfica and Siege for the top 4 at least. Oh, go through 130. Oh, the scare is right there. Feels like it could be on a roller coaster. And I know there's a fairground there, but it's just like madness stuff. And plasters. Oh! It looked like Bishy just hit the wall there. If you join the commentary, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe. It would be fantastic stuff. Siege still holding on. Siege is still holding on for 4th. Bishy. Oh, there's 2 in the bed. You can't get 3 in the bed there. Oh, Bishy. It looked like there was a bit of contact there, but I don't want to jinx anymore. Say, oh my God, Bishy's really struggling with those tyres because he has been on the grass, and because of that, Bishy's dropping right down. Side by side with Alan Kay. Has he got that special factor, Kay, on that one? And he does. He pulls up to 5th. Side by side, 2 in the bed. 2, 3. Oh my God. One of the McLarens. Badger. Absolutely madness stuff. Absolutely madness. Brilliant racing. Absolutely brilliant racing. Oh, I'm going to lose my voice here. I am absolutely going to lose my voice. Recon moves up to 1st. Like I said, from what I saw from Bishy's point of view, I don't know if he actually lost the car that point there, but oh my God, one of the Red Bulls going to try and have a go at there. Yellow flags on sector 2. Yellow flag sector 2 now. But what? Here we go. What can Benfica do? Honey Badger's to the fastest lap of 132.4. The DRS should be enabled in the next lap, but Benfica wants to try and do this lap in now. Oh, brilliant! Sinclair moves, does the fastest lap of 132. Brilliant stuff. Maximus moves up to 7th. We've got a train going on from 7th, I believe. Yes, there's about a 5-car battle. Yeah, a 5-car battle. Sinclair moves up to 10th, so he's in the points situation here, but he needs to be closer to Sinclair. Sorry, Sinclair needs to move to Sinclair. Oh, we'll have to sing Bob Sinclair next on that one. But Sinclair needs to get closer to Siege as quickly as possible. But absolutely madness stuff here. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe. That'll be fantastico. And magnifico. Konnichiwa in Japanese. I don't know if that's what I don't know what I'm saying next. That's speechless. Like I said, what can Bishy do? Try and close in on Siege now for 4th place. He wants to try and regain his great start from 1st. But like I said, it just all depends on the drivers who are on the quicker, like I said, the quicker times. Bear in mind they've done like 2 to 3 laps on their qualifying laps, so that will be added on there. So they've actually done 6 laps. Recon has done fastest lap of 131.8, so that's a great time from there. But Mays moves up to 7th. Oh! Mays! May the 7th be with him on that one. Brilliant stuff. But Maximus to try and go side by side. Oh my God, that could have been side by side with us. We got 2 battles here. Like here, I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm speechless here. Oh my God, Sinclair. Badger's going to try and hold on for 9th. A little bit of the grass there, but still holding on there. Still. Oh, the 4-car battle here. Many stuff here. Sector 1 is yellow flagged. Oh, Peng. Oh my God, Badger. Oh, this could be brilliant stuff here. Brilliant driving here. But Badger thought he had 8th there. But oh my God, no. Oh, that could have been beautiful. You know, that could have been nasty stuff there. I didn't mean to say beautiful stuff. Siege moves up to 3rd. And we got a 3-car battle here as well. I am losing the plot here. I'm trying to get the best battles here. But you just don't know which one to pick because there's so many battles. Left, right, and beeping centre. Fastest lap goes to Recon with a 131.4. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff here. I will do the sponsorship stuff right here, right now. Just try and get that set up. Benfica trying to close in on Siege for third. At the moment here, we've got Mays holding on for seventh, but he's got 4-car battle here. We've got Uzi and Peng trying to close in for 11th and 12th respectively. So, interesting stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely insane stuff. But like I said, just to give you a bit of a recap, guys, TTTV and TTFL is brought to you by Weak Wi-Fi Solutions. The place to go for all your internet issues, who will take the driver of the day away tonight, and who will win the ALO Go Fastest Lap Award. Don't forget to check them out for any graphic and thumbnail requirements. Peng has left the session. He has had a DNF as well. Madness stuff. Oh my God, Sinclair! But like I said, we will do the drive of the day. We'll pick your views of your drive of the day as well. So I'll pick mine as well near the end of the race. But every time I pick a battle, oh my God, 130R! Benfica trying to close it on Bishy now. Maximus tries to do it again. Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh my God! Madness stuff. I thought when Maximus went on the side there, I was absolutely panicking for the two drivers that were coming up, especially Badger and Sinclair. I don't know if they got any damage here. I don't know if I got any damage there, but it looks like they just managed to survive that. Unless Badger's really struggling. Like I say, with the super soft tyres, don't bear in mind they've got, even though they've done 5 laps of the race, they've actually done like 2 to 3 laps. Oh, Sinclair's gone wide and hit the grass, and he's lost his momentum, and because of that he will lose a bit of time. Alan Kay trying to close in on Benfica now in 5th place. At the moment here, we've got 2 battles going on, Benfica and Alan Kay, which I'm watching right now. Maves and Badger for 7th. Might go to that one in a minute. Actually, I might go to that one now. Like I said, try to see if Badger can get a run in here, passing through Spoon Curve now. It's got to be. This should be the DRS straight. Can you imagine doing the DRS straight? And you got the 130R. We've got Maximus, who's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Madness stuff. He did not want that at all. Oh, Alan Kay thought he had the chance to try and close in, but it's going to be who would blink out of the super soft tyres. But like I said, you've got to add three more laps on top because of their qualifying laps as well. So like I said, it's between Recon and Siege and Honey Badger, but it depends on how Honey Badger can try and catch up to the guys here. But Sinclair's going on the outside. If he does that, he's an absolute legend on that one. But here we go, we've got a 5-car battle here coming up. 5-car battle, and it's absolutely madness. Sinclair! No! Yes! Oh, side by side! Oh! Badger did not have any room. Sorry, Sinclair did not have any room there. I know Badger was trying to turn, but it didn't look like he didn't give him any room on that one. So Sinclair will be having some dirty tyres at the moment here. But still watching this battle here. Alan Kay might have a chance here trying to close in Benfica, who's really struggling at the moment here with the super softs. I think the one to look out for is it's like who would blink out of the super softs. And Alan Kay's going to go on the outside. 130. Oh! What a move! Benfica's dropped down 2 places. Madness stuff. Absolutely madness. Bishy's the first one to blink for the super softs. So Bishy. I was going to say blink. Why did I say blinky? Maze moves up to 4th. What a move! Oh my God, we've got a couple of battles here going on. Absolutely madness stuff. Oh my God. What can Sinclair do here for Badger? Oh my God, could be insane in the membrane stuff. And Sinclair's going over the outside. Badger's trying to go to get to Benfica in 6th place, but Sinclair's going to try and pounce here because the medium tyres should be the ones that should be kicking in right now. The super soft should be absolutely killing now. Actually, I'd like to see the tyre wear. Benfica's struggling. Badger might have a chance. We have a 2. We might have a 3. We might have a 3 to bed. Could we have a 3 to bed? No. 2 in a bed and 3 more. 3 all. Absolutely madness stuff. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant driving from these guys. Absolutely brilliant. Oh. Benfica's got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Alan Kay trying to close in on Mays for 4th here. Damn it. I just have to wait and see what happens here. Oh my God, this could be insane stuff. I do apologise, guys. I'll be right back quickly. I just got to upset stomach. I am so sorry, guys. Many apologies. My stomach was just all over the place. Just had to do that quickly. Right, what's happened here? Maximus score 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Absolutely madness here. Just waiting for some of the guys to return back. Badger's going to be closing into Maze now. Some of the drivers have already done their pits. They've already done the stops, so it's the top 6 who have not done their pits yet. Alan Kane and Honey Badger still going on the super softs, which I was a bit surprised, to be fair, because I wasn't sure if the super soft drivers would carry on here. But fair respect to these guys here. Fair play to them at the moment here. But what can Badger do? Badger's going to try and close in on Mays now, who's in 8th. Both of them on the fresh medium tyres. Alan Kay pits. So Alan Kay has pitted for probably his one and only pit stop, but will he try and get ahead of Mays and Badger? I don't think so, because it's normally like 20 to 25 seconds of the pit stop. I might be wrong here. Might just go ahead. Oh, it just misses out. Oh, this could be insane stuff here. Absolutely insane stuff here. Badger's going to try and close in. Benfica's got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We have got a 3-car battle here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a 3-car battle here for 7th place, respectively. So this would be absolutely brilliant stuff here. Boiling up. So Recon pits. Recon's got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding the pit lane. He did not want that. So that could hamper him. That really could hamper him. Honey Badger should be going for the medium tyre. You would think he should go for the medium tyre. So Siege moves up to first. No, he's going for the soft tyre. 15 laps. To be fair, he has done 13 laps on the super softs. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did 15 laps on the soft tyre. So that could be a good move here. So Sinclair, after all that from the back, nearly at the back, he's moved up to third at the moment here. But Maximus is... Oh no. Maximus got stuck in the pits, I think. It looked like he got stuck in the pits, but... Oh, Badger! Badger trying to close in on Maze for 6th. Still watching this battle here because this is absolutely insane in the membrane stuff. Don't forget you've got Maze, Badger, Alan Kay. Like I said, these 3 guys, I don't know what, you don't know what to say. You don't know what to do, you don't know what to say. Like I said, I do apologise for the lap 9 to 10 commentary. I had to shoot, no, because I just had a bad stomach. Had to empty it. So we'll have to wait and see what Badger can do. Try and close in on Maze. Can he try? Maze is trying to pull away here, getting the faster ERS mode at the time, but Badger's not thinking any of this. He wants to try and get there. Sinclair will have the fastest lap award later on if he can keep that up with a 1:31.7. So that's a cracking time, to be fair. It's a brilliant time, absolutely brilliant time. But what can? Still watching Badger. Badger, chance. Oh, he thought he had the move there, but thought he saw the gap, but needs to get a good exit here. And he doesn't. He loses that a bit. He will have the DRS. But Maze is already on the faster ERS. Oh, this could be. Badger's thinking, what do I need to do? He's like, I just don't know what to do with this driving. That is rubbish singing, I do apologise. But I have to wait and see what happens here. But like I said, there's so many good battles there, to be fair. There was some cracking battles. Siege, Recon. Recon will be the one, will need to get 5 seconds ahead of Honey Badger, to be fair, because it's definitely going to be between Siege, Recon and Honey Badger, unless Sinclair pulls something out of the bag here for the top 3 or top 4 now. So Sinclair will pit now. So he would drop, drop about 5th, up to 5th. Oh, Badger! Oh! There was a bit of contact there between himself. Oh, Badger's got a 5-second stop-go penalty for severe collision with Alan Kay, but he lost the car. Maximus was retired from the session. DNF probably on sector 2, I believe. So Recon's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that's 8 seconds he has already got. He does not want any more now because Honey Badger will be on charge here. Maximus has left the session. Absolutely madness stuff here. There's a little bit of gap for all the drivers here. Plaster's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Madness stuff. Absolutely madness stuff. Plaster moves up. Charlie moves up. Uzi's just going to the pits. So Badger would be the one that would be closer to Alan Kay. So we had 15 started. We've got 13 left. We already had the halfway marker. Can Badger do it? Oh, what a move! What a move! Oh, brilliant stuff. Honey Badger's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So now the gap is 5 seconds between Recon and Honey Badger. Like, needs to be. If Recon wants to win this race, he needs to get a 5-second gap between himself and Honey Badger. Unless Recon gets another penalty somewhere. But look at Sinclair. Sinclair would be my driver of the day at the moment here, because if I remembered it right, position change, his biggest mover 7 places from starting in 11th, and then he moves up to 4th at the minute, and he's got plenty of time to try and catch up to Siege, who's just gone on the tyres. But like I said, this could be a fight to the death here for the top 4, because you just do not know what to expect here. You just do not know what to expect from these guys. I mean, at the moment, the top 3rd and 4th, the joint drivers' championship leaders at the moment, that's where I was expecting them to be, at least fighting for the top 4. Plaster, because Alan Kay and Charlie have both been pitted. So here we go. What can Sinclair do now? What can... The problem is, guys, some of the drivers everyone's pretty much all they had with the pit stops now. Recon's got the fastest lap of 1:30.8, so he could get the fastest lap award tonight. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. We're on lap 16:27 of the TTFL Racing League from the TTTV channel. I sound like TTTV channel. But Sinclair has done the fastest lap of 1:29.7. Smoking of that fastest lap there. Trying to do the Jim Carrey moment there. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. This is going to be a beautiful race so far. So, what do you think so far, guys? Do you think Recon will hold on for first? Do you think Sinclair will have the final charge near the end of the race? But this could be absolutely insane stuff here. At the moment, Recon will still hold on to win as long as he has the 5-second gap between himself and second place. So the intervals at the moment, like I said, the intervals there. Plaster's going back into going into the pits. So he should be going for the super softs for 11 to 12 laps, which I would expect to start. Charlie Ullman Barry has already been lapped. So just watching to see what happens here now. So there's no one close, so I'm just a bit... There's no battles. That's what you need. You need the battles to go on. But, however, I will try and go through the standings while I'm waiting to see any closer battles along the way. At the moment, Charlie will be the one that will be closer to Plaster at the moment here. But, like I said, with the Constructors' Championship, before the race started here, you had Renault with 170 points. You got the Sauber with 132. You got McLaren with 3rd with 110. Red Bull, that would give them wings. They're in 4th with 93 points. Toro Rosso is in 5th with 76 points. Williams and Haas both joined 6th place with 52 points. Ferrari is in 8th with 44 points. Mercedes is in 9th with 33 points, and Force India is in 10th with 32 points. But yeah, anything could happen here tonight. Anything could happen. But you just do not know what to expect from the guys here. And like I said, lap 17 and 27 of the TTFL Racing League. So, like I said, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, please make sure you like, subscribe. It will be absolutely fantastical. And you'll see some more fantastic action as well I believe the TTE Gaming have got other leagues going on as well. So, but at the moment we're watching live and exclusive at the TTFL at the glorious race of the Japanese Grand Prix, the Suzuka, the Furuka. So Plaster's trying and close in on 10th with 1.6 at the moment. The Supersoft tyre, which is just put on fresh. Interesting stuff here. Benfica's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and he has got less fuel as well, so he won't be able to finish the race if he doesn't manage his fuel properly at this moment in time. So we've got a couple of battles going on here. So at the moment, Uzi and Plaster could be close for 10. So, but then Charlie could join the battle here for 10th place as well. As you can see, he's not that far from the back there. Plaster's under a second now, so he should be able to get the DRS at the moment here if he stays like this, which he would be. So I'm going to watch it from his point of view. What can he do at this point here? He should have a good exit. Oh my God! Nearly hit the back of that. Well, the front end of that, the pit entry there. Really charging up now. Uzi trying to charge up to. Sorry, Plaster try to charge up to Uzi. Goozy. But yeah, Plaster. But no injuries there so far, but he's still ploughing on to try and get into the top 10 to get some decent points in for the season so far. And I can't wait for this, to be fair. Ever since I joined the commentary, I think it was in race 4 or 5, I think. Might be wrong. It's been nothing but excellent racing, to be fair. So, well done to the guys here. Brilliant stuff, brilliant driving. Recon's still holding on for first. So, at the moment here, he would be odds-on favourite if he was a bookies to odds-on favourite to win the Japanese Grand Prix for the TTFL Racing League tonight. But, like I said, one little mistake could bring them back into play here. So at the moment, oh, 130R! Could be 130R, side by side. Oh, Uzi. Plaster thought that there was a gap there, so this would be a chance here. But he's going to have to watch out his. Oh, he cut that corner there, but try and get a good exit here. The Plaster just saw that. Try and get that better exit there. Oh, side by side. Contact at the first corner there. But like I said, Plaster just looked like he just cut the corner there just to get a good run in, to get closer onto Uzi on that point there. But at the moment he's moved up to 10th with that quicker super soft tyres at the moment. But like I said, Charlie could be the one that's closer to Uzi for 11th place respectively. Yeah, let's see what Charlie can do here now. But we've got a good battle here for the back end for a while here. But like I said, it's such tough stuff here. We're lap 20 or 27, 7 laps left. Will there be any shocks from the top half? The way it's going at the minute, I don't think there'll be any shocks. I think this is what you see, is what you're going to get. It's just the bottom half that's going to be changing, especially for the last point of the race. We've got a 4-car battle here. I believe it's one of the cars who are... I don't know if it's one of the cars that have already been lapped. Excuse me. Charlie trying to close in on Uzi. Oh! Uzi pits. Uzi's got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Uzi quits, or Uzi has retired from the session. So something must have happened there. He was not happy. He may have not been happy with that, to be fair. But But we'd like to hear his thoughts if he does come back on there. But like I said, this has been an absolutely belter of a race tonight at the TTFL. Uzi has left the session. We've got Charlie trying to close in on Plaster for 10th. So this could be a battle for whoever finishes in 10th will decide the final, like I said, the final lot of points in this league as well. But Sinclair's closing in on Siege for the top 3 positions for the podium stuff. So that could be a good battle near the end of the race as well. But Sinclair at the moment for me is my driver of the day because of his biggest gap improvement of the moves as well. So he'll be the one to watch out for as well. But like I said, guys, I'm at, you know, anything can happen here. Anything can happen. Oman Barry's got 12 obviously because of Uzi's DNF as well. But Charlie could have a chance of closing in on Plaster for 10th place. We're on lap 22-27, 6 laps left. So what can Charlie do? We have the golden ticket. He'll be at the F1 factory, you know, absolutely roaring with delight to try and get into the 10th place to get at least some points. Oh, could have been contact there between himself and Plaster, but Plaster's still holding on for 10th. Still holding on for 10th at the moment here, but look at that. I think that's Siege. Yeah. Siege. Oh, one of the Ferraris needs to let them through. And one of the Saubers, yeah, just let them through as well. 2 tenths now. Second here. Plaster needs to try and sort out his fuel for the end of the race as well. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what's happened there, but Sinclair moves up to 3rd. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened with my headset. Must have said stuff there, but probably hasn't been recorded. But like I said, Siege drops down to 4th. Sinclair moves up to 3rd. Again, he's still my driver of the day. We've got lap 24-27 on the TTFL Racing League. Charlie moves up to 10th. Yellow flag set to 1. Yellow flag set to 1. Siege trying to close in on Sinclair for 3rd at the moment. Siege should have a bit of a faster mode here, but Sinclair's, so at this stage of the moment, Sinclair will be ahead in the Drivers' Championship for the first time this season, from what I've seen anyway. Siege Siege. Oh, Siege! No! Oh, he's lost a bit of his front wing. Oh, Siege will be absolutely livid. Luckily, Siege holds on for 4th, but he'll be absolutely livid when he couldn't have had the chance to close in on Sinclair for 3rd place. But as things stand, this Honey Badger's done well, to be fair. Super Softs and Softs for 1 stop, to be fair. With a Super Soft drive, normally you would do a 2 stop. But Honey Badger did well to hold on for 1 place. But it's absolutely madness stuff. But like I said, I do apologise for the mute of the commentary stuff. I'm not sure what happened with the second time, but the first time I just had a bad stomach. So, and I had to try and get out quick, get back quick for the commentary. But like I said, madness stuff. We're on lap 25, 27. Anything could happen here. What can Maze do? Maze try closing on Siege. Siege could try and get the fastest lap award. Try and give a massive charge to try and get it back into, well, it's a massive core here to try and get back into 4th. A really massive task now, but like I said, for me, it's going to be madness stuff. But Honey Badger, who started in 1st, done well. Like I said, with the tyre wear situation, he did well to hold on at least 2nd. But Recon's just done a brilliant drive. We're on the penultimate lap. We're on the penultimate lap of this league as well. But yeah, Badger could be try closing on Maze for 6th. May the 6th be with him always. I wonder if his name is Luke Maze. Luke, use the force, Maze. Use the force. Try to do everything you can. Sector 2, yellow flag sector 2, so not sure what happened there, but still, this could be an absolute belter of a finale of the race tonight. But again, I'll keep saying this every time, but Sinclair will definitely be my driver of the day. Will be my driver of the day, and I can't wait to hear what everyone's thoughts are. But like I said, everyone will decide. But like I said, normally if it was me I had to pick, I would have had to pick Sinclair because he's starting in 11th, based on the situation where himself and Siege were in the Drivers' Championship. That's what's happened. We're on the final lap of the race. So can anyone, Canadian, can Badger do a final attempt to try and get onto Maze, or at least 2 laps left? But he needs to try and get something out of it because he doesn't want to stay too long back. 16 laps to the mediums. You would think probably about 18 to 20 laps that they should last, depending on where they are. Bishy is on the final 20 laps of it, so fair play to him if he did go all the way there. So fair play to Bishy. Bishy, who's gutting because he could have won. Well, he had a great start and he could have improved from there, but something must happen. Oh, I love this helicopter view. They need to keep that in the next game in a few months' time. But I hope that they do keep the helicopter view. Just trying to see where Recon is. Recon is coming up to the final few corners, but I'm going to go back to Recon now because he's coming up to the final few corners now. He has driven a magnificent race, absolutely belt of a race. Well done to him. Congratulations for Recon, who's just finished in lead for the Japanese Grand Prix. So well done to him. Fantastic driving. Well done to Honey Badger for finishing second place. Sinclair, oh my God, Sinclair! All he needed was 7 more tenths, and Sinclair would have got second place. Madness stuff. But this battle here for 6th at the moment here could be make or break throughout this season. Oh, this could be absolutely insane in the membrane stuff. So like I said, Sinclair's the only one who's done the fastest lap at the moment. Recon says, yes! You beauty! Yes! Siege has just nicked off Sinclair's fastest lap with a 1:29.1. So Siege will be the one that does the fastest lap. Badger was had a 5-second stop go, unserved stop go penalty. Madness stuff. What a race. Absolutely brilliant race. Recon will be absolutely delighted with that race. He could do it if he beats Nkuzi on that one. So fair play to him. What a drive from him. Well done to him. Brilliant stuff. Well done to Honey Badger. Honey Badger will be a bit livid with the start, but to go from super softs to softs with a tyre wear situation that he had, that is a good call to hold on to the podium stuff. So fair play to him, well done. And also Sinclair, my driver of the day, my commentator's driver of the day is Sinclair, because he'd driven from 11th place to 3rd and all he had was 7 tenths off from 2nd place. That is madness stuff, absolutely madness. Here are your race classification for the Japanese Grand Prix for the TTFL Racing League. You got Recon in 1st, Honey Badger in 2nd, Sinclair in 3rd, Bishi in 4th, Siege in 5th, Mays in 6th, Badger in 7th, Benfica in 8th, Alan Kay in 9th, Charlie in 10th, the final points there, Plaster in 11th, Oldman Barry in 12th, Uzi in 13th, Maximus in 14th, and Peng in 15th place. And I'll just do the penalties in case the stewards need to have a look at it as well. But yeah, fantastic race, especially those 3 drivers. Fantastic driving from them. And Sinclair, who's going to be ahead of the Drivers' Championship for the first time this season. So well done, congrats to Recon as well. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. So I'm going to try and see if anyone wants to join the session. And I'm sure. I'll just see if Recon is. Just reading the comments from Recon, like, Jesus Christ. Just see what happens here. Yeah, I'll just invite you now, Recon. So I'm just waiting for, just see if anyone else wants to join in the party. Oh, I'm embarrassing. So I'm just trying to see if anyone else wants to join in the party. So I'm just waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up. I have sent you an invite, Recon, so if you want to join in, you can. So I'm just waiting for the guys to join in. I believe there could be 4 drivers to join tonight. So I don't know if Bishy's got a mic. I don't know if he has, but just waiting for Yeah, Recon. It was a tough call between Recon and um, it was a tough call between Recon and like with Sinclair as well. But I'm just waiting for some of the guys to get themselves prepped up.
Hello, man.
You're all right, guys. Make sure you got your allow voice
Very
to be
nice, sir.
shared to allow your voices to be shared on the chat party before we
Yes.
carry on. So while the guys are prepped up and ready to go, I'll be talking briefly about their driving experience at the Suzuka that Veruca track at Japanese Grand Prix. So just make sure. I have invited Charlie as well, so it's up to him if he wants to join in the party as well. You guys okay to go? All good?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
fine.
Nice one. So I'll be talking to Recon and I'll be talking to Honey Badger as well. So I'll talk to them about their experiences of the race and see what happens with the battles in the Drivers' Championship coming up. Recon! Recon! How you
Got it,
doing?
dude.
Absolutely brilliant drive. Absolutely brilliant drive from you. And you said before the race, oh, I ain't going to win this. I ain't going to win this. I don't think I'm going to do this. And then you just did it. You did it with a one stop that you started on the softs and then you got onto the mediums. Did you at any point was worried that Honey Badger or maybe Sinclair charging last minute? I know it was a bit far back, but Sinclair, if he was higher up, I think he would have charged for you two.
Nah, for me was literally every sector when the gap behind was opening, I was just like the gap now. It was just so close because I had a stop and go penalty and a corner cut penalty because I didn't know where the braking mark was at the pit stop. I didn't see it, so I got to stop and go for that. And then he hadn't had any penalties yet, so I get an 8 seconds total penalty, and he was like 8 seconds behind. So I had to push, and it was 8 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. So, it was pushing for me, and then I saw he had a 3 second penalty, so I had a bit of a rest, but still I had to push every single lap. But I really
Yeah,
like this track. I don't know why. It's just so smooth on the wheel. So
yeah, like silky
If I had
smooth.
known, Recon, if I had known you had 8 seconds, I would really drove differently the last laps. I really didn't expect you to have that much penalties.
yeah, I had 8 seconds because I didn't know where the the pit line was,
Yeah,
so I got to stop and go.
yeah.
Yes, so it's good to hear some of the guys talking about, oh, I should have catched up, oh, I should have slowed down. You know what I mean? But you just never know what to expect, and that's what I like to see from the drivers. You just don't know whether to push or whether you should know about it each time or should be notified by it. Um, but like I said, Recon, from that drive, I bet you want to have Japan every week, don't you, just to win the championship? Um, but yeah, it's like I said, Recon. Would you say that's your best ever drive of your career so far? Would
Yeah,
you say?
it just from my perspective, the driving was so smooth. It was just like apex every time I hit the apex, and it was just so I don't know, so satisfying, and it felt like I was driving really quick too because my qualifying I was like almost 2 tenths behind to the guy who
Yeah,
was super softs and I was on softs, and it was only for that um, I screwed up my last chicane that I didn't get pole because otherwise I would have have pole as well because I went on the grass a bit, so I went a bit deep. I
yeah,
lost like 4 tenths there,
yeah.
but still.
But I would
It's
have,
also a bit unlucky from Bishi. I don't know what happened because I was on his outside
yeah.
in the ashes, but I
He,
don't know if he bounced to me. But I think he just lost it on on the exit. I don't know what happened there.
uh, if I remembered it right from, I can't remember which lap it was, but I know which one you mean. He went
Yeah,
on the grass. He went on the grass, and when he got back into it, he lost about 2 to 3 places since then. I don't know if there was a bit of collision at the time. I can't remember if I caught it, but I knew he was going wide onto the grass at that
yeah. I
point.
didn't think I touched him, but I was just on the outside, and I think he wanted to stick it around the outside, but it didn't work out
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Bishi had one of the greatest starts I've ever seen. And then I was
Yeah, I
just,
don't know what happened. He flew past.
yeah, Honey Badger would be thinking, what the hell? And Rico would be like, what the hell? What's this?
Yeah, I was in
I'm
soft, so I expected a bit of a worse start. It
Yeah,
had a equal start to Honey Badger, and then just Bushy came right to the both of us and
I tried
just
to cover
flew
him off,
away.
but I tried to cover him off, but I realized that I was like, I'm sorry. Then I realized that it was already too late, and we were only just off the line, and yeah,
Yeah,
he had an amazing start.
yeah.
indeed.
He did add one of the best of starts, and if had he not had that mistake or whatever that situation was at the time, I think it could have been a different situation at the top four. But don't get me wrong, it's been from what I've watched you, Recon, I think that was one of your bestest ever drives so far from what I've seen of your career. From my short commentating career for you guys, but from what I've seen, you have driven a magnificent race at Japan. And did you think you could improve? Should this be your catalyst again now to do well in the Drivers' Championship? Um,
I
would
don't know if I can catch first because I screwed up the first few races. I could have improved there, but I think I can be in the fight last few races. I think how much laps? How much races is still left? Like
Two.
three, two. Yeah, two.
two races
I
left.
believe Mexico and Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I'll try my best to get in the fight there and maybe nick a win.
Yeah,
But it's about practice.
yeah. It's just all about make sure you get it spot on and on the times. But like I said before tonight's race, Recon, you was like 35 points. This was before tonight's race, and you had to get ahead of Siege um, and Sinclair as well. But it'd be absolutely immense stuff. But oh, before I forget, good evening to Bishi. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yes.
Before you carry on, Bishi, can you make sure you got your loud voice to be shared, just in case other viewers can have a talk, if anyone's still on.
There we go. Is that better? Put it on
Yeah,
now.
He
Boys
hasn't
are
connected
sorted.
in my screen.
nice one, nice one. But like I said, Recon, just the last few words, but yeah, fantastic stuff, Recon, and
Thanks, man.
uh,
Appreciate it.
but yeah, one of your best drives I've seen. So in my short career, again as always. So keep up with the good work as always, Recon. So well done for tonight and for the next two
Thanks,
races.
man.
Good luck for that one. Um, Honey Badger, how you doing, mate? You alright? Honey Badger?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry, we
Yeah, I'm
lost.
sorry.
We lost count there. Honey Badger, welcome. Did you think you should have? What happened at the start? Was it just because you just did not had the good start from that one, or what happened? Because
I'm normally not that good at the starts, you know. I usually get like not the best, but I didn't expect Bishy to have like that good of a start. It really surprised me. Yeah, I don't know. I was really struggling. Like, oh no, I was not struggling, but like my tires were like 80% at the end of the first stint. So yeah, but they still felt quite alright. But yeah, I'm happy I made it work. The one stop there, but I don't think I would have had the pace to beat Recon or Sinclair who started at the front. I wasn't expecting to before the race, but yeah, um, I I had quite a lonely race to be honest. So I
yeah,
really like Sinclair to be up there again next week, or will I be close to Recon and or whoever?
yeah,
It'll be nice.
yeah. From what I watched in the qualifying, Sinclair had a struggling qualifying, and to be fair, to come back into third from where he was in 11th, that's a good drive. To be
Yeah, it's
fair,
really nice. Yeah.
um, but again, would if he was in the top half, like battling with you two, like you and Recon, would it have been a different story? Would it have been a different ending? If you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
it's hard to say right now, but it's like could have, should have, would have at the time. It's like would it been Recon's best ever drive, like winning at Japan if Sinclair was at the top? But whatever happens, Sinclair will be the new championship leader, as far as I see anyway,
Yeah.
after this race. But was you at any point worried with Sinclair's charge near the end, because it was only like 6/10 between you and after penalties, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you think?
Well, it was only like the last 2 or 3 laps that he like passed Siege, I believe it was. So like
Yeah,
only then I noticed that he was right behind me. And I was like, oh damn, he's right behind me, and he's probably quick. And I knew I had the 3 second penalty, obviously. So and I was really thinking that he didn't have one. So I really wanted to keep that 3 second gap. And like on the last lap even,
yeah,
I went way too deep into turn one, and I lost like a few tenths by that, and I was really thinking like, oh, please no. But
yeah.
my tires were like gone as well in the end. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
and I was really ashamed of my qualifying as well. It was a stupid mistake.
What I saw
I
that.
wasn't even on a fast lap anymore because I invalidated on turn one already, and I went
Yeah.
like the whole first sector slowly, and then I decided like I'll just go like a bit of practice because I didn't have much practice before this race. None actually. So yeah, I decided to, you know, just just get the lap in, and then
Yeah.
I lost it. Yeah.
No,
Really stupid.
I saw what happened on turn 14, which is the spoon curve. That's what it's called,
Yeah.
I believe. I knew you went wide, you hit the gravel, you tried to stop, and it's like bang! And Silly Bang will not be happy cleaning up that debris during that qualifying
Yeah.
stuff. So, but it's just absolutely madness stuff. But like I said, Honey Badger, can I have your setup, please? Because I don't know how you did the super softs to the softs in one stop. Because from what I saw, normally the super softs are rubbish with the tyre wear, unless you guys disagree, or agree with me. But the tyre wear around Japan is not as bad as Spain or China. But would you say, with that setup, did you thought the super soft was the best way that you could have done, or I thought you would have gone for the mediums at the end?
Mm, to be honest, I didn't know what was going to be faster in the race because I didn't have any practice or anything like that. It was basically my setup. I just knocked it off out of time trial, and I knocked the ballast down by one. So I was really surprised that it worked out that way. It did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair play.
yeah. I was really surprised by that. But I was like, I want to qualify in the super softs and just see whether to go to the mediums or to the softs.
Yeah. No, like I said, mate, that is a good drive, good strategy to be fair, just to hold on into the top two. But I bet deep down you are frustrated because you felt like you could have done a bit better for first, but to do the one stop with the super softs and the softs, and to hold on for second, I still think that's a good drive to be fair. And you might be a close charge on the. Do you think you might have a close charge on the Drivers' Championship, or do you think it's too much for 2 races left? Would you
I don't know
say?
how far I'm behind. I don't know what the gap is.
Honey Badger, where are you now? It's 118. This is before the races. There was 118. You would have been 32, 32 points. Yeah, 32 points from the top before tonight's
I
race.
don't think that's going to happen in 2 races
You don't
unless
think?
Sinclair retires in some race or doesn't start. Otherwise, I
Ooh.
don't see it happen. But
We'll have to wait and see. You never know. You never know to the fat lacings
you never know. You
on
never
that
know.
one. So, but like I said, Honey Badger, well done for second place tonight. That was a good drive from you, especially with
Yeah,
the
thank you.
one stop as well. And keep up with the good work as always. Every time when I see you, Honey Badger, you have always been in the top three. So keep that momentum going, mate. All right, so keep it up. And also, last few questions to Bishy. How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, yeah, happy about the result I got today.
Oh, I bet. I bet deep down. Can I just ask? While I got Recon and Honey Badger with you, did you thought that you would scare Recon and Honey Badger with your fastest ever start at the start? If you know what I mean, from the starting grid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm now, well, before I used to use medium traction, but I've fully switched over to no traction now. But I wasn't expecting to get such an electric start to jump both of them from
Oh,
there
okay.
to go into the lead. So yeah, I was quite surprised by that, but I went for it and took it.
Yeah. No, in that lap, I thought, bloody hell, you've done well to get past like two drivers who could go up like all the way to like for the end of like the top two and stuff. But there was a point during the race where I don't know, did you have contact at some point where it dropped, or was you went wide at one of the corners?
Um,
If you know what I
Basically
mean.
how it started was, yeah, I know what you're on about. Coming out of the final corner onto lap two, I think it was, Recon came on the attack because I was running low fuel, low ERS mode, so I wasn't going full power down the straight, just trying to reserve some of it for the end of the race.
Okay.
Um, so we went side by side into turn one, up through some of the S's. Recon run out. I went a bit onto the curb, tried to correct it,
Hold.
but I miscorrected it and then slid onto the grass. But
Yeah.
no, there wasn't any contact between me or Badger, so all week on too much. So yeah.
Yeah. Because if you, like I said, with with the driving stuff, if you was close, if you didn't have that contact, would you have gone? Would you would say be closer to Recon Honey Badger for the top two, or would you have said differently with the way Sinclair was charging up? Would you have got to the top three, or do you think it would have been a different story? Would you say?
I mean, I could have managed top three, but there was a part where you didn't see me on the live stream where I don't know what lap it was, but coming out of Degner 2, lost it on the apex of the corner and slid off onto the grass and damaged my front wing. So I had to pit in
Oh,
and
okay.
get a front wing change and go onto the mediums. But if that never
Yeah.
happened, then I was going to do the same strat as Honey Badger, go long on a super soft stint and then pit for softs. But obviously, I don't want to lose too much time, so I pitted straight away onto the mediums to last the end of the race.
Fair enough, mate. Like I said, I do apologise. There was so much action. Every time I was watching a battle or close battle, someone else was doing an overtake. So I was trying to catch up with other people, and it's hard as a one commentator to try and go through all the drivers quickly. So I do apologise if I didn't catch what happened like at the time when you said you got caught in the front wing damage.
Mm.
Um, but like I said, it's action packed with the TTFL, and it's just absolutely immense driving from everyone. But Bishi, can you keep up with that good work from the start, but try not to go on the grass next time? I know.
Yeah, yeah,
But
try my
but
best.
for me personally, I think that's one of your good drives, in my personal
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah,
Yeah, in the sense like it, it could have been different if you know what I mean. But to me, to get a recovery drive after that good start as well, I think that's a good drive to be fair. But what's your expectation for the last two races, mate? Do you think you could improve after this, or do you just gonna see how it goes?
yeah. I mean, I can. There's always room for improvement in places. So just go all out for the final two races. I've got nothing to lose really. Just go for it. Can't win a championship, obviously, but yeah, go for it. See what happens.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely, definitely. I mean, that's what I like with the fighting spirit from these guys, like Recon shouting, "Yes, you beauty," in that sense, and then you got Honey Badger like, "Yes, damn you, Recon, damn you," and then you got Bish who's just determined to try and get some decent points in within the remaining two races as well. So that's what I said. Like, you beauty in Recon's case on that one. So, but like I said, guys, well done, Bishi, for your finishing position as well. I mean,
Thank you.
it's tough, I know, at the same time, but it could have been different. But at the same time, it could have been worse. But at the same time, you've done a good drive tonight. A great start. Shocked Recon and Honey Badger. But like, where's this Sauber coming from? It's like,
Yeah.
but it's just fantastic driving, mate. Well done, and keep up with the good work as always.
Cheers. Cheers.
Um, like I said, I'm just going to say my final thoughts, guys. You're more than welcome to hear it, or you can go. It's up to you guys. But thank you for joining me tonight with the commentary, with the chat stuff. So it's up to you guys if you want to stay or go. Like I said, I'd like to thank Recon, Honey Badger, and Bishi for their chat about the race in Japan. I will say my final thoughts. Recon has done like I said, Bishi's just shocked everyone by doing the fastest, greatest start from what I've seen. Like surprised Recon and Honey Badger in probably the first few corners. It would have been a different story if Bishi, like I said earlier in the chat, like I said, Bishi would have been. It would have been a different story if Bishi was holding on within the top three. But he did a great recovery drive to get to where he was now. But like I said, but my driver of the day, my opinions driver of the day will always at the moment was Sinclair, considering he started in 11th and finished in 3rd, and he could have got second had he catched up with another 7/10 on Honey Badger. It's just madness stuff. But fantastic drive from Recon. So it was a brilliant drive from him. To do the one stop as well, and then Honey Badger doing the one stop with the super softs and softs, which you think you would do the super softs and then the mediums like earlier on in the race, but he just killed it pretty much on that one. So fair play to Honey Badger on that one. But like I say, it was a great drive overall. There was a few instances on the commentary side on my end, so I do apologise for that one. This is only a few laps missed off from my commentary, but majority of it, guys, is all action packed, and it was absolutely thrilled. There's 2 races left, I believe, 2 races left of the TTFL Racing League, and always remember, always remember, stay classy. I'll see you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all next week at the TTFL on the TTTV channel. See you later, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.